Hello everyone, this is the Omega Lynch. Now I'm making this video to talk about what this YouTuber said. Now I'm not gonna say the name of the YouTuber channel, mostly because this isn't about them, this is about what they said. I should also point out that this video I saw is a few years old and was made during that whole HasLab Rancor thing. However, that is besides the point. What this YouTuber was talking about is that they heard that companies don't like hiring fans of franchises, and this YouTuber thinks fans should be the ones in charge of these brands. I don't fully agree with that. I don't think fans should be completely in charge of these brands. At the same time, I don't think number crunchers should be working on these brands either. I think what you need is someone with a clear vision for the franchise and a plan of what to do with it. Now, this YouTuber also talked about how these companies should communicate more with the fans, which I agree with. Companies like Hasbro should be talking more with the fans. The problem is that the fans have proven time and time again that they are willing to buy anything the companies put out, and I'm of course am no better, although I try to be very selective in what I buy. The point is, I don't think fans should be running these things, because many fans are stuck in the past, and I like nostalgia as much as the next fanboy does. The problem is that these fans can be very biased in their decisions on what toys they make, meaning whichever fans companies have working on these brands will only focus on making toys based on characters that they like. And a good example of this is with Transformers. For a while now, we've mostly gotten G1 stuff. Sure, we've gotten figures from other lines like Beast Wars. However, we've seen very little from other lines that came after it. Hell, even we didn't get the Transmetals or even the rest of the Autobot brothers from 2001 Robots in the Skies. And I think it's because there are some biases going on in the Transformers design team. Some fans will say it's to do with budget, and that may be true. However, when third-party toy companies are making toys that Hasbro, for whatever reason, doesn't make, is it really budget, or is it just stubbornness on their end? I know some fans think if you want these companies to make the toys you want, then you've got to support the line. I disagree with that, but I do agree with what Retro Blasting said. If you want these companies to make figures you want, then you've got to speak up and tell them what you want, or else they're going to keep making what they want to make. That wasn't what he said, but that was sort of what Retro Blasting was getting at. So yeah, to wrap this up, what I think is that these franchises don't need fans running them. What they need is someone with a plan, someone with a vision, and likes the brand, but isn't deeply attached to it. Deeply attached to the brand. At least not to the point where every decision they make is based on what characters they want to see in the line. So yeah, that is more or less what I wanted to say. If you like my content, subscribe and share the video. You can also support me by buying one of my books. I will try to leave a link below, and if I don't, plenty of my other videos have links. Thanks for watching, hopefully I'll be back.